Okay, that's cool. Sorry for the tape up. No worries.
Come on, baby, what's wrong? Come on, girl. Ah, come on, baby. There we go.
So that was my last match. Just shot that on Sunday. Florida concealed carry match with my newly minted carry gun. And as you can see, some stuff went bad, like way bad. So figured I'd come on here and talk about a couple things. First off, what happened to me? Well, truth be told, I don't really know. When I did my testing before I made that my carry gun, I ran about 100 rounds through it with my carry ammo in all my magazines, and I had 2 earmarked for only concealed carry, and it ran fine. So I'm not 100% sure what went wrong. All I know is it went wrong, and it went wrong horribly. So what did I do? First off, I put that gun down, grabbed my backup, and finished the match, and shot way better. Everything was fine, no malfunctions, everything was beautiful. So next day, I grabbed that gun. It was a Glock 43X, by the way, using Shield Arms S315 mags, and I was using Monarch 115 grain 9mm ammo, brass casing. So I got a big old box of Monarch, all of my Shield Arms mags, the Glock 43X, and then its previous, the gun it was meant to replace, a Glock 48, using that as a control. So head out to the range, loaded up all 9 mags to full capacity, 15 rounds each, and I ran them through the 43X one by one, just running them down, running singles, some control pairs, and some triples, just to see how it would perform. And that was after I broke the gun down, cleaned it thoroughly, re-lubed it. Actually, I double lubed it, more than I usually would, just for paranoia's sake. When I went to the range and took my first shots, I made special care to double check my grip to make sure that I wasn't doing anything to impede the slide in any way, any kind of weirdness like that, and making sure that I was solid. I wasn't limp wristing, just making sure everything was, copacetic as far as the human element, me. So yeah, ran those down, 135 rounds through the gun, and I had a total of 9 malfunctions. They were either a double feed or a failure to eject. So I then took all 9 magazines again, filled them up one more time, and ran it back with my Glock 48. Ran the Glock 48, and it ran flawlessly. So that tells me a couple things. One, that tells me that my grip and my fundamentals are fine. Also tells me that those Shield Arms mags, that all 9 of them are okay. That's why I used the 48 to rule that out. Okay, so then I went back to the 43X, put like 5 rounds in all 9 mags again, and ran it back. Through that set, I had 2 failures. So the gun's getting better the more I shoot it. So my theory is this. My theory is, one, I should have cleaned and oiled that gun more thoroughly before I put it into rotation. Okay? The recoil spring on the 43X feels kind of stiff, stiffer than I think it should be. So I'm thinking, and I could be wrong, I could actually have a problem with the extractor. That's my other theory. But I think, although it's a rarity, especially for a Glock, I think I just need to clean it and lube it one more time and just shoot it. Just run it and break it in. Like I said, the longer I shot it, the better it got. But that brings me to the real point of this little conversation. Make sure that you thoroughly test and vet any gun you're gonna bet your life on. Now, I'm a Glock guy. I swear by Glocks. All my guns are Glocks. All my carry guns are Glocks. I had that one brief year where I carried a SIG, but we won't talk about that. I really think, not really think, you have to make sure that you're vetting your equipment so that you are 1000% certain that you're carrying something that's going to save your life if you need it to save your life. Fortunately for me, I was at a competition, so my life wasn't on the line. Heck, I got some good practice in with solving malfunctions, so that was a good thing. But if I was out in the real world and that happened, I'd have been in trouble. I've been in a whole lot of trouble. So yeah, it was my own mistake. I really should have tested that gun more thoroughly before I put it into service. But hey, lessons learned, no harm, no foul. So yeah, so for the foreseeable future, at least next month or so, I'll be rocking with either my 48 or my plain old 43 until I am certain that I've worked all the bugs out of the 43X. Heck, I might carry my 19. That's my old faithful. That's the one I switched to at the match, and that gun never lets me down. So maybe I'll go back to the 19 for a while. Either way, the point is, one, a couple things. One, practice everything you can when you're training. I mean, work on your draw, work on your grip, work on your trigger control, work on those unlikely things, work on clearing malfunctions, work your reloads, work all of it. But most importantly, make sure that you vet your gear, test it out till you're sure, absolutely sure that you will be able to depend on it if your life's on the line. So yeah, hope this helps. Learn from my mistakes. Don't jump the gun. And I'll see you in the next one. Love y'all. Peace.